Hey, my Leo babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good week, good into the month of September. Leo, this is going to be your October 2020 reading, monthly reading. I know I've been kind of off with doing the monthly readings, but I'm trying to get back on track. Hopefully we'll have everybody up by this Friday. I'm actually going backwards through the zodiac, so when you look at the actual list of videos, it'll show up in order. At any rate, thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. I appreciate and love you so much. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Things get sticky around here sometimes, but that's all right. We keep it real. We don't do all that pretty flower talking shit. No, not here. But at any rate, thank you for coming and checking us out. If you are so inclined, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I've got some new merchandise. I'm trying to get that up as soon as I can. Hopefully by this weekend it'll be up. I've got coffee mugs and tote bags. But at any rate, all of that. I've already shuffled and cut the cards. So the energy that's coming back for y'all right now, you're going through some stuff. And I'm inclined to say some of it is karma. Kind of getting the payback, good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. But that's what the energy feels like. You just are kind of dealing with things that maybe you had some commitment to, didn't follow through on. Things are kind of floating back up to the surface. So let's get the cards out. So this is what we do. We do 2 for overall energy. I'm also going to pull a 3rd card for your challenge for the month of October, and I'm going to do 2 weeks at a time. So I have some room on my board to move. So on the front end of your overall energy, recognition and reward. On the back end, power. And one more from the bottom, victory and success. So that is your challenge for the month of October. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm going to put a little card up there too so we can clarify where that's coming from. So looking at your first week in October, suffering in silence, synchronicity, and parenting. For your second week, new beginnings, shadow, and foundation and achievement. It's a reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do the reversal thing. So let's see what we got here. Recognition and reward, pulling a 6 of coins. Power, pulling a 10 of swords. Challenge, victory and success, the 3 of coins, making plans. So it's going to be determined. Are you going to be successful making plans? Suffering in silence pulls the hangman card. Synchronicity pulls the 4 of coins. Parenting pulls the 9 of cups. New beginnings pulls the princess of cups. Shadow pulls the queen. Y'all emotional little creatures right now. Queen of cups on top of shadow. Foundation and achievements pulls the queen of wands. That is very much hear me roar. Leo energy. What the hell y'all got going on, Leo? what y'all really doing? So your overall, with the 6 of coins sitting on top of the recognition and reward, some of you may be basking in the glow of a new promotion, a new job, or a new car, a new house. This is material. We're talking about pentacles, coins. That's my energy, earth energy. And it's all because of recognition and reward. So you've been rewarded for something. So here's the karma thing. Those of you that have been putting in your due diligence, as it were, you are now seeing the benefit of that, and that's in your overall energy. On the back end of your overall energy, though, you're dealing with some endings. And there may be some of you going through power struggles right now. This could be divorce. This could be a job. It could be an old job that you are dealing with legally, trying to sue them. There you go. That kind of energy, but it's a struggle for you because and this is how life goes. You know, you get the new damn car But as soon as you do that, the water tank in the house go out. What the hell? That kind of energy. And it's so clearly reflected. Happy days, not so happy days. Hang in there, Leo. Again, you making plans, and the energy here is how thorough, I was getting ready to say detail oriented, that ain't it. How thorough you are in making plans for the month of October is going to determine how victorious and successful you are. So looking at your first week, got the Hangman sitting on top of suffering in silence. This has got feet in the relationship realm and also the professional realm. For those of you that have been just on the dog grind since February, you may be just exactly what the fuck that says, suffering in silence. You're tired, you got mask-itis, corona-itis, just out of sorts and outdone. And being a fire sign in this kind of environment is very difficult. You ever try to contain a bonfire in your bathroom? Well, that's what we're dealing with. We're trying to contain you in a bathroom. And it's difficult because fire flourishes in the air. You gotta have air for fire. And you know, like I know, the smaller the space you put fire in, number one, the more instance of damage is there because now stuff is closed in. And how long is the fire gonna last without a whole lot of air? And how much damage are you gonna do before you lose all the air? Just picture burning building on the inside, that part. So you're trying to have a change of perspective on what's going on and how you're dealing with it. See, that's you. And literally trying to just turn your back to all this bullshit. But obviously, we can't go and run to our respective caves and hide for the next 10 years. Got to get out there and do the damn thing. And so for the first part of October, you may have to change how you're viewing things, how you're looking at things, how you're viewing people, how you're viewing certain situations. Things that may have been easy peasy this time last year, not so much this year. So it's going to require you, and that's major energy, to have a change of perspective, and in the back of that, a change of heart too for some of you. Look at the little red in the middle. There may be some situations where you just need to soften up your heart with being just a hard ass so you're not suffering in silence. You may have to just get a little creative and think about what's going on, change your perspective. Looking at the 4 coins sitting on top of the synchronicity, some of you may be bumping up against opportunities, relationship and professional, but you may miss something because you're being too guarded. And that could be for a variety of reasons. You may not want to change jobs. You don't want to be in a new situation with the pandemic. Others of you may have some options out there as far as dating, but you're guarded because you've been through a lot, seen a lot, done a lot, and you're not trying to get fucked up this time. So this energy is out there. The synchronicity in this is that you're going to have to drop some of that. Yeah, you've been hurt. Yeah, and yeah. But if you want to keep moving forward, you're going to have to let go just a bit and let the universe do what the universe do. Throw that magic in there and have things flow to you like you want them to, the way you want to manifest things. A lot of times after we've been dogged out, whether at work or at home, it's hard to jump back in and act like, okay, everything is great. Yeah, no, not so much. So do your best to not be so resistant to new things. Let the universe show you a little bit of what it does with the synchronicity. And if you let go, you'll see things kind of just happen naturally. At the end of that first week, 9 of Cups sitting on top of the parenting. This could be for you, the parent, or you, the child, dealing with family members. You may be at an ending point with them, So somebody may be through with rehab. You might have had a parent that was sick. You're coming to that 9. You're coming to the end of all of that, better days. For others of you, this is about your kids. All that in the house shit about to come to an end. Schools are opening back up. Obviously, there's a whole lot of disclaimers and addendums that should probably go on here. But do what's best for you. Follow what's in your heart, whether as a parent or as a child. Just saying, you got older parents that you're looking after or taking care of. Just understand that you're coming to an end of a cycle. And for many people, it might be in the health realm. Might have been a broken leg. Somebody might have fallen. With the kids just not doing so good online, but you know, school's getting ready to open back up in a few weeks. That kind of energy. Be mindful of what's going on. And something here, some of you may just need to be ready to just turn on a dime, just to make decisions as far as either your parents or your children are concerned. We get to the second week of October with the Princess of Cups and new beginnings. Again, the opportunity is there, but y'all are emotionally, and this may have something to do with the karma as well. Y'all are kind of emotionally like, nah, 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 I'm gonna stay here. And this is where the power struggles come in. There may be some new beginnings on the horizon for some of you, whether in relationship or in profession. And for whatever reason, there's a real note of hesitancy, like you just not ready to jump in the pool all the way just yet. Your emotions may be holding you back. Past hurts, once again, coming with this 4 coin. Shit just may be making you just be distant and antisocial, if you will. But if you want to have and ensure victory and success, it's the same loosening energy as the 4 coin. You may need to just let go a little bit here. You may need to maintain some detachment, some space between you and whoever or whatever it is, but you can't have a new beginning just starting off with you shut down. So you're going to have to open up a bit. It's not going to hurt you to maintain some distance, detach, not get too close too quick, however that's resonating. But be mindful that the energy is here. Be mindful if you're trying to start something new, you can't just be old frost-bitten snowball and you ain't talking or saying nothing to nobody. Detachment is good, but this is here too. Don't be too guarded. Don't hold on too tightly. You might miss something. Next to that, with the Queen of Cups sitting on top of the shadow, those of you that are, and this is getting into Mercury retrograde energy now, those of you that are dealing with old relationships that have not been healed because there have been problems, if I did it reversed, been problems processing them damn emotions about how you feel about someone or a certain situation. This may be cause for you to just kind of sit down and get your little personal shovel and dig in and start dealing with the shadow, looking at where you're responsible or were responsible for something, looking at the other person's responsibility, what part they played in it, and then kind of just divvying up what needs to be divvied up. In doing this and going through this process, it may help you to gain some perspective on the other person and why they're feeling, acting, saying, doing all of that. Right now, if you're just looking at what they're doing or listening to what they're saying, it may not be clicking in your head because you haven't taken the time to do some inside inner reflection type work. As long as you hold off on this, I know my Leos, y'all ain't trying to do all this emotional processing. You don't give it 5-10 minutes, and after that, you done. This is a little different. And again, since the karma here, you may not be able to move on into anything new until you process this energy. There may be a point, not for everybody, eat the fish, leave the bones, but there may be a point where you have to actually confront the situation or the person in question here, and make some apologies before you can actually move forward. Once again, here's your challenge. Talking about making plans in order for you to be successful. You know, everything got a good side and a bad side. So you may have to dig in here and do some healing. And it might not be an overnight process. It may take you a little bit to go through this. But if you at least get the process started and start looking at situations that simply just didn't have the right closure or any closure, go back, take a look, start trying to process that emotion so you can move on to bigger and better things. At the end of the second week, we're looking at the Queen of Wands. Your energy, Leo, Miss Leo, sitting on top of the foundation and achievements. Looking at what you've accomplished. Maybe some things going on in the month of October that'll have you looking at, you know, taking stock, basically, an inventory of what you've been doing. If you've been going to school, what's your current progress? If you've had any kind of challenges with your weight, all of this is in here. Looking at your progress, kind of charting and seeing if the course that you're on is still a good one, or do you need to switch up? Because whatever process you're going through, whether it's losing weight, trying to close up a relationship, whatever process you're going through, your self-confidence should not be going like that. So just kind of taking stock of what's around you. This has got more energy towards property and stuff, pentacle type energy, coin energy, heavy energy. So cars, houses, where you live, how you live, however that's resonating, but whatever process you're going through. Trying to buy a house, trying to lose weight, trying to sell a car, trying to buy a car. Any big ticket item, refrigerator, stove, washer, dryer, any of that. Going through processes to clear things out so you can get new things in. Losing weight, I don't know where that's coming from or who that's for, but whatever process you're going through, don't let it get your self-confidence all bunched up in a knot. All you're doing is just trying to take a look at the picture and see where you can make some improvement. This is your energy. So, again, coming back to the Hangman. It's on the board. It's in play. You might have to change your perspective on how you're doing things so you can build your self-confidence back up. That part. Let's do week 3 and 4. See what we got going on. Follow your dreams. Intuition. Authority. Why did I know authority with the power card up there was coming out? Spirituality. Stand your ground. And happy ending. So the follow your dreams, well, pulls a tower. Intuition pulls the 2 of coins. Authority pulls the 3 of cups. Spirituality pulls the 9 of swords. Stand your ground pulls the devil card. What I say about karma? Woo. Happy ending pulls the 9 of wands. So remembering up here, there may be some endings, divorces, that kind of shit, that power struggle going on. Here you go. Tower moment on top of the follow your dreams. And for many of you, not everybody, but for many of you going through this pandemic, having your schedule changed, now you got to look at your significant other up close and personal 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It definitely gave you a change of perspective, hangman or not. I'm just saying. Some of y'all not gonna know, not gonna make it through. And for a lot of you, I think what you probably don't understand is that this particular tower moment is happening. Number one, there may be some karma here, just looking at what's on the board totally now, up to and including the devil card. This may be some karmic payback, but you need this shake up in order for you to follow your dreams. And so then I got to go back to the row before that and start stressing, dealing with the shadow and how you're processing your emotions, taking inventory of what you've been doing, what you have, and not letting anything shake your self-confidence, and knowing that whatever happens, regardless of what gets shook out, just saying, it's about your personal growth, and it's about you following your dreams. A lot of times we think we're on the path of following our dreams and don't realize the people that are in our experience that are just doing little things to keep us from just getting to where we're trying to go. So this is going to be much needed. You will feel this. This is not one of them where you can sit down and eat the popcorn and have a soda and watch. You will be a part of this. So knowing that, and for those that this is resonating with, you're already prepping yourself. If you haven't had your tower moment yet with your partner, and for some of you this could be job, it's coming and you know it's coming. So do the best that you can to deal with your inside stuff, the fears that you may have. You know a shakeup is coming at work. You're scared to death. Am I going to keep my job? Am I at the desk and a phone tomorrow? I don't know. Do that shadow work and know that you are 100% complete. But maybe it's time to change up what you're doing so you can get back on track to follow your dreams. With the Two of Coins sitting on top of the intuition, here's where options come in. Once you get past that tower, as with anything, once you get that kind of shakeup, you can better see what your options are. This deck usually, for this card, usually indicates some type of wishy-washy going back and forth. But in this instance, it's definitely about you looking at what you have as far as options once you come out of whatever. And the best way to pick what you need to be doing, follow your intuition. That inner GPS system. As long as you're following your heart and what your gut's telling you, you'll be fine. Whatever the choices are, you'll be fine. Just make sure that you're following your intuition. With the Three of Cups sitting on top of the Authority, there may be some get-togethers this month, and you may be the person that's sought out. Some of you at work, there may be some new things coming. I know for a lot of places, particularly the federal government, some other companies, October 1st starts their fiscal year. So there may be some up and coming things. People will be seeking you out. There's that Authority card to collaborate and work together. This is definitely all professional. If you are in school, those of you that are doing internships, same thing here. If you're in that pocket where you've been doing really good at whatever it is you're doing really good at, you may be sought out to do an internship at a hospital or a law firm or a CPA firm or at a school or wherever, because you've shown yourself to be worthy. The Authority card. Keep your eyes posted for that. Those kind of opportunities can come in many different forms. When we get to the fourth week, last week of October, the Nine of Swords sitting on top of the spirituality. Very simple message here. And let go and let God. Period. Whatever's going to have you up at night, you being up all night is not going to make or break, change, nothing, the situation. Action will. But you just up in your head at night worried about some bullshit and not taking any direct action to counter it. That is sitting underneath the tower ain't no mistake. But you sitting in the middle of the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to eat a Twinkie and drink the last of that beer, sitting up worrying about some bullshit is not going to fix the problem. So, once again, message is pretty simple. Let go, let God. Everything should be good. Whoever your higher power is, let them take control. And throughout this reading, with the 4 coins being kind of guarded, the Princess of Cups, that sense of detachment, when you get in those situations where you feel yourself holding on to something because you don't want to let anybody in, that's a good time to let go and let the Creator do what He gonna do. I'm just saying. Next to that, with the double card on top of you, stand your ground. This has major implications, in particular with relationships. If you feel like you're getting ready to slide down a slippery slope of a relationship where a cycle has been closed and you think you're going to go back and open that cycle up, don't do it. If it was a toxic situation before, it's probably still toxic. You may have changed. Don't think the other person has changed too much. And you just see man and woman bound hand and foot bow on that ass. I'm just saying, stand your ground. Don't be caught up by the woo-woo and all the bullshit. Say what you need to say. If this is a situation you were in previously and you felt like you were hurt or somebody did something to you, speak your mind, stand your ground. But I definitely would not be trying to go back into anything that you know already is toxic. Wouldn't be trying to do it. That's major energy. If you do, you're going to reopen a brand new cycle of bullshit you're probably not trying to deal with. At the end of the month, the happy ending with the 9 of Wands. Things that maybe at the beginning of the month looked larger than life or bigger than they actually were or worse than they actually were. All is well. That's including this Tower moment back here. No matter what happens, everything is good. And it will be time when you get into the beginning of November to start a new chapter with everything. Let's see what the Oracle cards have for you, dear Leo. Encouragement. Protecting the treasure. Yeah. Heal the ouch. Heal the owie. It says ouch, but I'm saying owie. This energy here, going back and healing things maybe that need to be healed so you can continue on your journey. And this right here. Do what you can. You may need some help, but heal it. Do your best to heal it so you can get out of this. Some of you, I can feel the stagnation. Some of y'all feel like you can't move forward. Heal the owie and it will be better. Your situation, the circumstances will be better. Get encouragement. If there are people that you know in your corner, help with their self-esteem, that rah-rah, seek it out. Whoever you know that's in your corner. You know, sometimes we need to hear, that was a good job, you did good, whatever. Seek that out. And when people pay you a compliment, I don't know who I'm saying this to, but I gotta say it. If somebody pays you a compliment, it's okay to say thank you. That in and of itself is encouragement. So seek it out, look for it. It's there, and it will go a long way in helping you build back up your self-confidence. Protecting the treasure. Not letting anybody get you off your game. Standing your ground. I'm just saying. You are the treasure. Protecting the treasure. You. So don't let... Some of you may be dealing with some slicksters. You know, them people that just half in, half out. They ain't never all the way in nothing. But they talk lots of shit and got lots of game for everybody. And you may have been dealing with somebody like this on an intimate level and found out later that it was some bullshit. Don't do it. Protect the treasure. You're the treasure, Leo. Just know that part. It's that kind of shit that goes against you trying to boost your self-esteem. So don't let the initial ooh-ah flattery, oh, you're so wonderful, get you all twisted and get you back into a situation that maybe you don't need to get back into. I think that is it. Take your time this month, Leo. And definitely take time to heal yourself. There's nothing wrong with self-love and self-care, especially if you've got old hurts and old owies, as you will. And remember, making plans, depending on how thorough you are, is going to depend on how successful you are and how thorough you are in dealing with any emotional issues or any issues you've got with old exes or old people you used to work with, even people in your family that you don't deal with a lot. Do your best to just kind of heal and move past that so you can get on to the good shit. Love you, Leo. Hope you have a good month. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.